Have you ever wondered why Mojang deleted the Moobloom, the Nether reactor core, or even an entire dimension? Today, I'm investigating Minecraft's strangest deleted features, starting with one they removed in 2015. The Nether reactor core. They took it out of crafting. They took it off the creative menu. They said it was gone forever. But what if they were actually lying? You see, I installed this, the Universal Minecraft Editor, which allows you to access any of the game files, including any of those that have been hidden. If the Nether reactor core was actually deleted, then I shouldn't be able to forcibly swap it out for another item, such as, for example, the stone that I'm holding here in my inventory. And if we open up the inventory entry, you can see this is our first hotbar slot. It says 6, while all the other ones say 5 entries. So if I open there, it says Minecraft stone. And I'm gonna rename that to Nether reactor. This should just crash the game if it's actually deleted. Aha! I knew it! It's right there. There it is. The Nether reactor core. A block that Mojang has been telling us doesn't exist anymore, and yet here it is. Blue means it's inactive. For those of you who haven't been playing Minecraft for 15 years like me, all the way back in the young ages, you see, this block was the GOAT, all right? It used to took the player to a mini version of the Nether way before the Nether portal even existed in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, or back then it was actually called Pocket Edition. And what you would do is build a stone cross like this, 4 blocks of gold in every corner. That's right, this thing was expensive. Then place a Nether reactor core in the center, go ahead and put cobblestone on the sides. No, that's not quite right. Guys, don't judge my memory. It's been many, many years. You put it on the corners, and then you would build another cross here on top. Now, the question is, this block was deleted. It shouldn't be here, but does it still work? Is the code still in the game? And more importantly, why? Let's find out. Here we go. We're going to click on the center, and... oh, it did it. It turned red, but nothing else is happening. Guys, normally when this thing turns red, a massive spire would spawn around you, taking you to the Nether, and then items and mobs would all spawn in there, and yet maybe we have to mine it or something. I remember in one of the really early versions, it would only activate if you used a pickaxe to touch it. I think that was how it worked, so I guess we could give that a go. Whoa! It just turned black. That means it's burnt out. It's a one-time use, it's done forever, you can't go back to the Nether. Hold up, so what happens if we mine it now? It still dropped the loot. Diamonds and iron. That's exactly what the wiki says the reactor core is supposed to drop. Even in this newest version, 15 years later. I mean, just let me get this straight. The block is still in the game. The activation works. The sound plays. The color change works. The burnout works. The loot works. The only thing that doesn't work is the part that actually takes you to another dimension. Actually, that sound, when it activated. Now that we're in the future, you don't think it sounded kind of like a warden, do you? Here is the sound for the ancient city. Next, we have the sound of the reactor core. And finally, the warden heartbeat. On the surface, they look similar. And if we play them, they also sound very similar, but still different enough. However, they could have all just been modified versions of the same base sound. So what I'm gonna do is run a full audio analysis using this software, comparing them. And if they match, that will prove that Mojang planned for the Nether reactor core to be linked to the ancient city. What if it was never supposed to open you up to the Nether dimension, but always supposed to open you to the deep dark dimension for the last 12 years? Watch until the end of the video, because we don't just prove this theory, we break the game trying to. But while we wait, most people think the Moobloom was never added to Minecraft. But what if I told you, not only was it in the game, but deleted 5 years ago? And I don't think it lost a vote. I think something darker made Mojang kill it. But why? This this yellow moo-moo, low-key the goat, covered in tiny yellow flowers. Bro, he is so adorable. I even voted for it. In 2020, Mojang ran a community vote where we picked which new mob got added to the game. The Moo Bloom lost with only 28% of the vote. Mojang said it was gone forever. And for 5 years, it was. Until the golden dandelion. You see, Mojang, they deleted the mob, the original way you were going to get this thing, but they left it behind. One feature still in the game. My theory, if we investigate this golden dandelion, perhaps it can explain why the Moo Bloom was deleted. The obvious place to start is using the golden dandelion the way Mojang intended it, feeding it to a baby animal. So we've got this cow here, munch up, we've got those green particles, and in theory, he won't grow up. A regular baby cow grows in about 20 minutes, give or take. The difference is I'm not gonna give this cow the flower, and we'll see what happens when we come back later. In previous videos on the channel, we proved that piglins are the descendants of ancient builders, the civilization that existed before the player. They built the desert temples, the woodland mansions, and the trial ruins. But they had one obsession: gold. And just to prove this, watch what happens when I pull out a regular old dandelion. Hello, guys. Obviously, the piglins don't care about flowers, yet with the golden dandelion, it's a different story. First off, they begin to look at you a little bit, almost the same as when you hold a gold ingot. The difference is if I hold a gold ingot and give it to this guy, he's gonna look at it for a bit before giving us something in return. Watch this, boom. But the golden dandelion, if I go ahead and try and give it to him, right, I try and click on him, nothing happens. So instead, I put it down in front of him. He will pick it up, and then you would expect him to give us something back, right? No. No. What? Isn't that weird? He just keeps it for himself. He steals it. Why would the descendants of ancient builders recognize this flower as so valuable that they'll just take it? I think it has something to do with the Moo Bloom. I believe the answer lies in these cow pens. As you can see, this one grew up, and this baby cow hasn't aged a single tick. The golden dandelion freezes mobs in permanent youth. They never grow up. And before you think, oh, that's just a cute quality of life feature, every flower in the game is able to be composted. But what about the golden dandelion? But what about bees, right? Bees will fly to every flower in Minecraft. That is literally their whole thing. They pollinate. Okay, so if I hold out a flower, come here, Buzzy Bee, look at him. He's so cute. But golden dandelion, he leaves. He went inside his nest. So that got me thinking, if the flowers don't work, do they even spawn? After all, these structures allegedly were left by the ancient builders, and they left plenty of gold, like the golden apple, or let's say the desert pyramid. Even more gold looped behind these things from memory. Oh, there we go. Golden horse armor, golden apples, more golden horse armor. What about a woodland mansion? You just wait, guys. Have a look. Oh, okay, no gold. So was this not built by the ancient builders? Or are we missing something here? This might break my theory in the tracks, guys. I don't want to tell you what it is because I'm going to be embarrassed if it's completely wrong. Oop, there was a chest. Let's see. So much gold. All right, that confirms it. Something newer, perhaps. A trial chamber, maybe? What if the reason that these guys were hoarding gold in the first place had to do with the Moo Bloom, right? If that's true, we should just be able to follow the gold. Here it is. What about a mine shaft? I think I see a chest down there and a spider. Yep, it's confirmed. There's gold in here as well. The gold is always placed near some form of danger or death. The ancient builders were hoarding gold specifically where they could be killed. If I'm not mistaken, we whip out a crafting table, get ourselves some gold ingots and gold nuggets. Think about anything that has gold in the recipe. The golden apples, glistening melons, right? I think. Do they have the same recipe? Yes, they do. Healing potions even. Every time gold touches something alive in Minecraft, it extends or heals life. What if the golden dandelion was like the peak version of this? Immortality? Even? I don't know, that's a pretty big claim. But if it's true, there's gotta be more clues out there. Bro, you will not believe what I found. This is the changelog for one of the most recent updates. And see what they added to the game? Placed golden dandelion can now be picked up by Endermen. This is huge because Endermen can normally only collect naturally generating blocks like grass, dirt, and gravel. Nothing that you place or craft can be picked up except apparently this one flower. Now, many YouTubers believe that the ancient builders who survived actually evolved into Enderman. I think, just like piglins, they deep down know how valuable it is. In fact, maybe it was the difference between those that survived and evolved and those that didn't. There's one more thing. In real-world European folklore, the dandelion symbolizes two things. First, wishes, but then the nail in the coffin, immortality. So here's what I have so far. The ancient builders didn't just find a random magic flower, no. They found the cow that could grow those flowers, the moo bloom, right? They bred it and then they turned their petals into the golden dandelions, using them to push back death as far as they could, maybe even evolve. But something happened, right? This cow was deleted from the game, the civilization went extinct, the cow went extinct, and yet the recipe survived in the code or has only just been added back. I'm not sure, but I do know that Mojang has tried to bring this mob back to the game 3 times. Minecraft Earth in 2019, the 2020 mob vote, and now with the golden dandelion in 2026. The mob vote? Most people believe that Dream rigged it, but what if it wasn't Dream? What if it was someone inside of Mojang or someone else entirely has figured out the dark truth behind the moo bloom's extinction? Maybe it's because the moo bloom would give players immortality like the ancient builders or transform them into something evil and dark. What if Mojang isn't the villain here and Mojang is actually the victim? Speaking of Mojang, in the most recent Minecraft Live, they added a secret code nobody noticed. And I think it points to something Mojang deleted from the game 14 years ago. All right, before we start, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I reckon this has gotta be cap. Game studios don't hide secret codes in their trailers, just stuff they deleted over a decade ago. That's just pure yapping. But I said I'd investigate every theory, so let's keep watching and prove there is nothing here. When this was uploaded in like March, I genuinely just thought it looked cool and then move on, because I don't play dungeons, but whatever. Whoa. Wait, just pause there for a second. Did you all see that? Hold up, let's rewind. Dude, this is the most replayed moment part of the video. Everybody has been replaying this because they saw the same thing. Right there. Did you see that? Look at that. There is a QR code there. Only appearing for 1 frame. Huh. Maybe I was actually right, because this just seems like a regular page promoting Minecraft Dungeons 2. Just this random video, which I assume is an ad for the game. No. Guys, that's not an ad. It's a meme? Oh my gosh, is this whole thing just a prank? No, it's not. Look at the title of the video. That is most definitely also a code, except it's not one that I recognize this time. Guess the only way to figure it out would be to do some research. Luckily, there's a dead giveaway here. The 0x, that indicates the rest of it is in hexadecimal, which is a coding language where each pair of numbers corresponds to a matching letter. So 73 is the letter S, and the number 70 is P, 69, nice, is I, which comes out to Spicewood? The entire URL path is Spicewood? What does that mean? That must be our first clue, except I have no idea what it's telling us. But no matter what I tried, I couldn't figure out what the title meant.
The last thing it could possibly be is a keyword cipher. I mean, a cipher is a form of computer encryption that's used to scramble letters and words, but only the person with the keyword, or I guess password, is able to unlock it. So it's pretty useless to us, because what would the password even be? I don't know. Minecraft, Mojang, it's too obvious unless... Wait, what if that's what the first clue was for? What if our keyword is Spicewood? The only thing is in encryption, you can never have a letter repeated twice. So the keyword would actually be Spice what? Next, we need to start with writing out the entire alphabet. Then underneath, we're going to create our own alphabet, but beginning with our keyword. So A becomes S, B becomes P, C, I, D, C, E will stay as E, F becomes W, G becomes O, but because we only have one O, H will become D. Now we start the alphabet again. So I becomes A, J becomes B, K doesn't become C. That's because we already have C in the word. So instead we skip to D, but D's also here. So then we skip to E, E's also here. Then we skip to F. So F becomes our next letter, and we continue on. L becomes G. So now we should be able to decode the title of that video, which was T, J, G, K, I, F, space, R, D, E space LSRD. You might be thinking, how is all of this, the random letters, the numbers, going to work? Well, now we just work backwards. So T is here, which means that's actually the letter U, which means this is path. Unlock the path. Was there some deleted path in Minecraft? Or is the path like a game term?
You see, in Minecraft's code, a path only means one thing, a dimension. Because every dimension is given a unique number. The overworld is path 0. The nether is -1. And the end is +1. So if Mojang is hiding a secret new dimension in Minecraft Live, I need to find more evidence to figure out exactly what dimension it'll be. According to Reddit, the video has one more layer. Underneath the ambient audio uploaded in the trailer, you can hear Morse code. Normally, that would stump me, but in the last video, we actually learned how to extract Morse code audio. There it goes. MEMORIES, memories. So now we have 3 separate decoded messages. All of these need to be pointing to a deleted thing, which is also a dimension. But which? What? The sky dimension. Guys, this was a dimension that Notch confirmed he was working on in 2011 that eventually got removed and replaced by the end. Sky dimension was supposed to be accessed by sleeping. When you go to bed, there is a certain chance you get dragged into the dream world. Almost like the sky dimension is a memory during a dream. But Mojang almost never deletes structures from Minecraft. Desert temples, pointless desert wells, abandoned mine shafts, they're all still in the game today. But there's one structure that got removed all those years ago. And I don't think anyone has ever figured out why. The original player spawn house. This is Minecraft in dev version 0.31. Check that out, guys. Look at this. There's not even a world loading menu. There's no saves. You just go straight into the world, and here it is, the in-dev spawn house. Made of mossy cobblestone, torches, and a few chests that just so happen to have every item in the game. What? There's one dedicated to TNT and one here that basically gives you everything you would need at the start of a brand new world. And that's it. That's the whole structure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is useful. Some players genuinely loved it, especially younger ones or kids who are just learning the game. So why would Mojang choose to remove this one structure and delete it out of every structure in the game when, honestly, think about desert wells. There are definitely more useless structures. Unless it isn't actually the only deleted structure. Why don't we try something a bit newer when they added the infinite wells? Inf 1.108. Did the sky just change color and now I have glass and wood in my inventory? Is that a stack of 999? That is so cursed. What is that? What is that? Is that a pyramid made out of TNT? What? I guess that immediately confirms that the in-dev house, the only structure that was deleted from the game. Do you think they're connected somehow? Dude, what is inside of this thing? Hold on, okay, can I craft? How do I open the inventory? Oh, all right, I think I just did it there. What, the inventory? I don't know how to put down my wood, guys. It's just turning into stacks. Dude, what is in there? It's thick. It's just solid brick. Bro, there must be thousands of stacks of brick here. It doesn't even drop the block. I mean, people always say in real life that the pyramids were built by aliens. Looking at this, can't believe it. Hey, I just noticed in the rest of this Google search, it says in the same version, if you create a new world, you'll get another different structure. Look at this thing. North and south, east and west, crossing at the exact center of the world, coordinates 0, 0. And then this one was deleted 2 weeks later as well? Why would anyone add this? Was it a debug tool that got left in? One of these structures must give us a clue as to why the in-dev house was deleted, which reminded me of beta 1.9. See, when I was a kid, I used to love this seed called soda, which spawned you right next to a stronghold. Except there was a tweet by Jeb, who was one of the original developers of the game, saying that he accidentally left in these glass towers. This shows you where a stronghold is in the world, and they go all the way to the build limit. Now, he said that, oh yeah, he just forgot to remove them, and so he almost deleted them instantly. And yet, I don't know. What if that was a cover-up? You know what I mean, guys? Like, let's come down here. It's not entirely wrong if you go all the way down. We should reach a stronghold? Yeah, it's true. Mostly. I don't know what those blocks are. I guess that's what the end portal used to be made out of. There's at least 4 structures now that we've got that have been deleted. Maybe this whole theory about the in-dev house being special is just cap? But wait, think about it. The pyramid, the obsidian walls, the glass pillars, they got deleted for good. None of them came back. They were gone forever. But notice how the in-dev house, it feels different. This is what a dungeon looks like in modern Minecraft. So now let's go ahead and load in our in-dev house side by side. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but these literally look identical. I guess the only real difference is the spawner in the middle. Then how did it get buried underground? Could that mean that the entire Minecraft world is sinking? I need a lot more evidence to prove that. The starting house was removed all the way back in February 27, 2010. And then the dungeon, which was originally called the Monster Room, it was added when InfDev was released June 25, 2010. And if we load up pre-classic version RD132328, don't even ask me how they named this stuff. It was released in May 13th, 2009. It's so old that it doesn't even work full screen. It's literally just stuck here in the corner of my screen, guys. Notice something? Do you see that? That's Steve, but it's not me. It's someone else. It's a different Steve. They're just running around. Except this world is single player. It's the first mob that Notch ever added to Minecraft. Before zombies, before skeletons, before pigs, the first mob in Minecraft of history was literally the player. Are you seeing it now, guys? The in-dev house was our spawn house. The same way Dungeon spawns mobs, Steve is actually a mob. The player isn't real. And then in a later version, when the spawn house was first added in, there's also that thing known as Black Steve. That's literally his name. Added January 29th, 2010, then removed 4 days later. 2 human-like mobs, all using a model that is literally the player model. And here's where it gets weird. It's registered as a mob in the entity list. In fact, in this version, I actually can't go third person, so I can't see what I look like, and yet I'm the one in the spawn house. And it gets weirder. This entity ID for the player stayed as mob all the way until 2016, even after Mojang had removed all of these weird player mobs. So the code for Steve referred to him as a mob. He wasn't a real person. Just think about what that means. What if none of us are? What if the real player is someone else? Is Alex actually the one running the game? Or Herobrine? What if Minecraft isn't even a game, but it's a simulation? And Steve is just another NPC running on someone else's save file. What if we are in someone else's computer? If Steve is a mob, and every mob in Minecraft can be spawned from a spawner, then I should be able to make a Steve spawner using commands. And let's just start with something we know will work to prove that this command is not complete gobbledygook. We'll do Minecraft zombie, 3 curly brackets, a square bracket, 1. Aha! It worked! I'm a command genius! All right, well, now let's test something else. Minecraft Steve. It gave it to me. It gave it to me. Wait, warning of this item might lead to command execution? What does that mean? Huh, it's empty. Maybe that's because Steve isn't a real entity. That could be proof. Hold up. That's just what we call the default skin. So the real one should actually be Minecraft player, or maybe it's mob. Okay, here we got another one. Empty again. No, but that has because every single player in the game is referred to as that code. What just buzzed? Oh, my spectrogram. The audio analysis had just finished. This is what we've been waiting for. If the nether reactor core sound matches, then I've just proved that a block Mojang deleted in 2015 was always meant to open the ancient city portal. This is the nether reactor core, I think. No, nether reactor core is this one. Yes. And then the left is the ancient city, and the right is the warden. I can't even tell the difference because they look identical. Mojang either reused the same audio because they were just lazy, but I don't believe that. They've been hiding something in front of us in plain sight this entire time. The only issue is to prove that we have to use 0.7.0 alpha of Minecraft Pocket Edition, where it was still officially in the game, but of course, you know, the ancient city portal isn't in this version. So how are we supposed to prove that this thing can activate it? Because look, it works perfectly fine in this one. We get the nether spire, it turns all red and spooky, and then I'm about to die because the zombie pigmen are coming any moment now. Here they come. Yep. The point is, the spectrogram proves they're connected, but I can't get this thing to actually do this in the latest version unless I could take the core from this game and move it. So I did what no sane person would ever do. I went through every major version, one by one, bringing my working reactor core into modern Minecraft. What is that? Holy old version glitch? This isn't a glitch, guys. This is actually an old deleted feature. The monolith. They were supposed to be like upside down caves. I can't believe this actually used to exist in Minecraft. But I ain't here for monoliths. I'm hacking the reactor core forward until I can test it in the ancient city. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for, the nether reactor core. It's even got the old texture. That's how you know it's legit. But will it work? Moment of truth. Oh! Active? 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 Yes! Yes! The nether spire. Inside the ancient deep dark. It's all here. Look at that spawn, bro. Okay, it's really, really dark here. I need to give myself some night vision. Holy. It's here. It's actually here. It's real. Okay, so the reactor was a ritual, right? We built the blocks in a specific pattern to reach the unknown. And the ancient city portal, well, that's the same thing, right? It's got these incredibly rare blocks. You know, the what are these called again? Reinforced deep slate that you literally can't get anywhere else. And we're gonna build this in an exact pattern to somewhere we haven't been yet. The parallels between these two structures are insane, but it'll be even more insane if this works. 12 years ago, Mojang kept this code in the game. 12 years ago, the sound has been just sitting there, pointing straight at this thing before we even knew what the warden was. And yet, here we are. Guys, I'm actually shaking. I keep placing blocks in the wrong spot because I'm so sure this is gonna work, and at the same time, I'm so convinced that I'm completely crazy and this isn't gonna work. Here goes nothing. Click. Oh, wait, what? Guys, it's like the nether portal loading? It's loading. No way, wait. My game just crashed. Did I just break the game?